A lot of us have been wondering ever since the Clone Wars series began, when was the first time Captain Rex fought side by side with his Jedi General Anakin Skywalker in battle? When was Rex first placed under the command of Anakin Skywalker and the 501st Legion? I'm going to break down Captain Rex's first battle with Anakin and how Anakin saved him from certain death. Before we dive deep into it, remember to smash the subscribe button down below for more incredible Star Wars lore content. 69% of you so far have not hit the subscribe button, so make sure you force crush the big red button down below if you enjoyed the video. After Rex came freshly out of the laboratories and training simulations of Kamino, he was immediately deployed to the first battle of Geonosis to assist the Jedi Strike Force in the infamous arena battle. Because of his valiant effort and resolve in the opening conflict of the Clone Wars, he earned veteran status within the Grand Army of the Republic and was put up for assignment by the Jedi High Council, who would eventually appoint him to one of their own Jedi Generals. Of course, we know that Jedi General happened to be Anakin Skywalker. Rex was appointed to become Anakin's clone captain shortly after he was granted the rank of Jedi Knight by the Council, making him the second in command of the newly formed 501st Legion. He was of course later moved down to third in command when Anakin was given a Padawan of his own, Ahsoka Tano. So this brings us to the first known canon battle where Anakin and Rex fight side by side, the Battle of Arantara. This battle is so early in the war that Anakin doesn't even have the scar on his eye yet. The story begins with Captain Rex knocked unconscious after a forward push on the surface of Arantara that had gone horribly wrong. Rex slowly begins to wake up with Anakin appearing in his hazy vision. He is shocked that his general came back for him, but Anakin slowly reassures Rex that he is going to be okay and tells him that it should have been him that went charging in first instead. Anakin then tells Rex that a true leader always leads from the front, but is quickly cut off by a massive incoming blast strike. We then cut straight to the Battle of Mimban, where Captain Rex is surrounded by his 501st and the group called the Mud Jumpers, who you might remember were mentioned in the Clone Wars episode Rookies. The awesome thing is, the Mud Jumpers were part of the 224th Division of the Grand Army of the Republic, which was eventually transitioned to the 224th Imperial Armored Division, who you may remember from Solo: A Star Wars Story. So awesomely, the group that Captain Rex is fighting alongside here at the Battle of Mimban is the same division that Han Solo would eventually go on to join in the Imperial era. How awesome is that? The 501st and the Mud Jumpers are then quickly surrounded by B1 battle droids, B2 battle droids, and massive towering spider droids, while Jedi General Lan Tik holds back enemy blaster fire with his lightsaber. Following this, Rex orders Hardcase to get a certain Sith Lord, or should I say representative, out of the area. Rex then tells Hardcase that they need to bring Jar Jar along on the mission because he was used to the swampy environments of Naboo and would more easily be able to communicate with the natives on Nimban. Jar Jar then clumsily runs away from the front line of the battle, wishing he had stayed home in the comfort of the warm oceans of Naboo, as Rex orders Hardcase to once again get the Gungan to safety. Unfortunately, immediately following this, Jedi General Lan Tik is impacted directly through the chest with an incredibly large blaster bolt, killing him instantly. Captain Rex is shocked for a brief moment, but he is able to compose himself and focus on the battle still currently raging on behind him. As blaster bolts ring out through the hazy skies of Mimban behind him, Hardcase asks Rex what his next orders are, believing that Rex is the highest ranking officer on ground after the death of the general. Rex then nervously tells Hardcase that with the death of General Lan Tik, command technically falls to Representative Binks and not him. Jar Jar is incredibly upset as he touches the flaming body of General Tik, but Rex makes sure that Hardcase and Jesse bring him to safety before he can get himself into any trouble by standing out in open fire. Rex, Jesse and Hardcase manage to safely transport Jar Jar back to their forward operations camp, where they begin planning a mission strategy briefing around a holotable. As the brothers stare at a map of the muddy surface of Mimban, they come up with a strategy to target a cluster of unprotected separatist shield generators only 3 clicks away from their location. Hardcase and Jesse strongly object to the plan, believing that it would have absolutely no chance of succeeding. The two then look towards Captain Rex to make the final call, to which he quickly tells them that they should contact Republic Command immediately to inform them that they will be pushing towards the shield generators and to send a shuttle immediately. Jesse and Hardcase object to the idea once more, but Rex firmly tells them that they have their orders. The two have great trust in Captain Rex, so they immediately accept his orders and begin the operation. We then skip ahead to one of the dense jungles of Nimban, where the small squad of 501st members have been traversing through thick leaves and damp mud. Captain Rex tries to sneak off the main path without the others noticing, but unfortunately he makes way too much noise moving through the jungle overgrowth. The others question where exactly he is planning to go without them, and he bravely tells them that he is going to disarm the shield generator alone because there will be fewer casualties if the others don't join him. Rex accepts that he will will likely be killed on this solo mission, but bravely puts the fate of Mimban and its people before his own life. On top of this, Rex heroically says that he will not lose a single man more than he already has. You've gotta love Rex. He's a true soldier and is the perfect example for all other clones to follow. Let me know down in the comments below who you prefer out of Jesse, Hardcase and Rex. Rex then firmly instructs his men to make a push out of the area if he's able to get the shields down, and to remember that above all, they must keep Representative Binks safe. Jar Jar then appears out of nowhere, popping out of the bush, to the surprise of absolutely none of the clones. Rex then sets off on his heroic solo mission, blasting through hordes of B1 battle droids and B2 super battle droids for several hours on end. Eventually, the droid forces become too overwhelming for Rex, and they surround him in rapid blaster fire. Unfortunately, a rapid blaster bolt rings through the air, and Rex takes a direct hit to the neck, which is partially blocked by his pauldron. Smoke comes rushing out of Rex's blue-painted clone armor as the B1 battle droids surround him lying on the floor. As the B1 battle droids are about to blast Rex directly through the skull, something incredibly chilling happens. Jar Jar Binks uses a deep blue-bladed lightsaber to slice through the B1 battle droids, saving Rex's life. Rex is absolutely astounded at what had just happened, thinking that General Lan Tik had somehow survived his previous injuries. To his complete shock though, Jar Jar emerges out of the shadows, holding the Jedi's lightsaber with a firm grip. For a few moments, as Jar Jar is holding the weapon, he clumsily let it slip out of his hands, almost impaling himself on the bright blue blade. Jar Jar says he took it so that it wouldn't end up in the wrong hands, but Rex hilariously responds, saying, "Like yours." Rex then takes the lightsaber away from Jar Jar so that he doesn't accidentally get himself killed with more clumsy behavior. Jar Jar then casually mentions to Rex that he did almost get himself killed with that thing 5 times. The two then argue about why they are both out in the deep jungle very far away from the designated path, but Rex quickly tells Jar Jar that he is trying to get to the shield generator to disable it. Jar Jar asks him why he is all alone on the mission, and Rex again bravely responds that he didn't want to risk any of his own men. Jar Jar tells Rex that he doesn't think that's a good idea, but Rex quickly responds telling him that a true leader always leads from the front, which is the exact same line Anakin told him when he saved his life back at the Battle of Arantara. Jar Jar then asks who told him that line, to which Rex tells him a friend. I absolutely love how the brotherhood between Rex and Anakin is already starting to develop this early on in the war. An incredible blast then shreds through the ground in front of them, revealing another incoming horde of battle droids, shocking both Jar Jar and Rex. Rex then awesomely speaks in Gungan to Jar Jar, telling him that he was moi brave and asking him to help him finish the mission with him. Rex then hands him a blaster rifle, trusting in his aim to finish the job. We then get an incredible shot of Rex readying his DC-17 blasters for battle, with blast charges ringing out behind him, painting the sky red and orange. Jar Jar then quickly tells Rex that he's ready to enter battle, giving Rex the signal to attack. The two then awesomely charge towards a large squad of B2 and B1 battle droids, managing to destroy the first one they see, giving them a major head start. Jar Jar asks to have the blue lightsaber back, but Rex bluntly tells him no, continuing the fight. So that is the story of how Anakin saved Captain Rex's life, allowing him to go on to fight in the Battle of Mimban alongside Representative from Naboo and Dark Lord of the Sith, Jar Jar Binks. Let me know what you think happened after the final scene of the comic in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching. Cheers guys, hope to see you in the next one.